Hey guys, welcome back to our Fast Nose Gaming / Sports YouTube channel. In this case, where we'll be talking about sports, and in this case, where we'll be talking about specifically basketball, the NBA. How beautiful! How exciting! Guess what today is?
NBA All-Star Game, baby. Make sure you watch that. It's at 5 today.
Team LeBron
Team
versus
LeBron.
Team Durant.
And
Drop a comment. Let us know who you think's gonna win.
we obviously got Team LeBron.
It's a given.
It's actually the first time in history where LeBron and Curry on the same team. I know it's not like, LeBron going on the Warriors, but it's still something to see.
Yeah, exactly. And
but
who knows? It might motivate them to
be like, let's just go 1 year, man.
And yeah, somehow. Anyway, real quick, I want to point out we just finished our soccer segment. So right now we're currently in the Juventus Stadium here in Italy.
No. We're in the... sorry, guys. He's thinking of a different stadium. It's because we fly so fast. We're here in Czech Republic.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we're here in Czech Republic at the Cineba or whatever
The Eden Arena.
Oh yeah, Eden Arena. Sorry, it's because there's a different.
And we got a whole bunch of cardboard cutouts. I know. We're really close to starting to allow fans here in this wonderful stadium, but for now, just bear with us. We almost get through COVID restrictions. So, anyway, let's get started. So, our first video we ever did for the NBA was giving you our top 10 because the season had already started. I think what was it, like 10 games in throughout everyone.
Yeah.
Well, today we'll be giving you our top 5, mainly just because we're trying to tell you why. We're trying to show you
more reasons to why we think our top 5 is where they're going to be.
And mainly it's going to be solidified for playoffs.
Yeah.
So these 5 teams we both strongly believe will be in playoffs, will be competing to get into the championship. I don't think any of the bottom,
like 13 and below.
6 and below, I don't think they'll really stand a chance once we get to playoffs.
Yeah.
Which in this case 6, 7, 8. Let's get started. Would you like to start with the Western?
Yeah. For me, I'm gonna keep it where it is right now. For now, obviously Jazz are playing really great basketball. Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert are just looking like a great dynamic duo, like they are. And I think after what LeBron said, kind of making that little joke at them, they took it to heart. So I think they're gonna use that comment as fuel to motivate them to stay at the number 1 spot. They've won most of their games right now, so I just keep them at 1. 2, I got the Suns. I know they're right there right now, but right now Chris Paul is just playing really great basketball with Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. They're looking like a great team right now. It's called the Chris Paul effect. Each team that he's gone to, they've gone up, in higher win percentages and all this stuff. And Chris Paul is just the point guard that they were looking for. That leader, because Booker couldn't do anything by himself. So it's just, they're going to make that playoff push, 3, I got Lakers. Obviously, right now with their situation with Anthony Davis being out, LeBron's pretty much averaging like 25 points a game. Pretty much a triple-double if you want to say it, And the same thing, it's hard playing without a true point guard, but Dennis Schroeder fills that role perfectly. But they're going to look for that big man, because if Anthony Davis goes down in playoffs, you're going to need a big man,
Yep.
And right now they're pursuing Blake Griffin, so if they get Blake Griffin, unstoppable. I mean, that, unstoppable. LeBron.
I still think Lakers are unstoppable as long as LeBron's not out.
Yeah. For me, instead of Clippers at 4, I got Blazers. Damien Lullard, same time. He's playing really great basketball. Obviously he's underrated right now. Most under-talked guy. Everybody thinks, he's a first-round exit in playoffs, and he's proven to us, proven to many people that he's the guy. But if you build a team around him, he's gonna improve. And I love the guy, man. Like, he's the Portland Trailblazers, man. They need to give him a big man, or because it's just him and McCollum. So, then I got Clippers at 5. Paul George, he's known to choke. It's at the ending of the seasons or in playoff games, And speaking of playoff games, like I just said, Trailblazers beat OKC, and guess who scored the game winner to send OKC home? Damien Lullard over Paul George. So, and I just think Kawhi right now, that team's kind of looking out of sync. You got Serge Ibaka. They're trying to be a defensive team, and right now it's not working for them. Yeah. You got all these great big men. You got Patrick Beverly, Lou Williams. So I just think that's their situation right now. Jeez. They can fix their defense, but yet score efficiently. They can be higher, but right now they're just struggling.
All right, and that's your top 5 for the Western Conference. Yeah. Now let's get to my conference, the Eastern Conference. It may seem like I copy pasted, put a little
Justin Magic,
Magic in there. Considering my top 5 are the way the standings are. Number 1, 76ers. I really, really, really want to put Nets up there. I really do, but I can't. Go back to last month, February 6th, I believe it was, and guess who won between the Nets and the Sixers?
But that was, I think, before the Harden trade, right?
No. It wasn't.
No? Damn it.
Yeah. So...
Nets, you screwed up.
I mean, I know... So yes, chemistry-wise, it probably wasn't the same. It was pretty recent. But I don't want anyone coming back at me and being like, well, the 76ers did beat them. Yeah, I agree. They did beat them. Whether I think Nets would win right now, if they played today instead of the MLS All-Star game, or the I'm already thinking about soccer, the All-Star game. Anyway. We're going to keep the Sixers up there. You got Joel Embiid. You got Ben Simmons and Seth Curry dominating. They're just playing lights out. And I think their last 10 games, their streak hasn't been that great. I think it was 6-4. But I see this. I see wins coming nonstop.
At the end.
Yeah, at the end. Obviously, right now, keep in mind we are mid-season. Pretty close to it anyway. So that, and part of the reason why we're coming out with this video. Let's move on, where obviously number 2, I got the Nets. It's pretty obvious right now. They're 24-13. The 76ers 24-12. The Nets have won 10 of their last 11 games. Nets are playing lights out right now as we speak, and they're not going to stop.
No.
Like I said, whether the Nets and 76ers play again maybe tomorrow, that's a whole nother story. Yeah. I really think Nets would win. But for now, we'll keep Nets at number 2. I want to point out James Harden's playing some of the best basketball he's ever played. I think he's had a better season, as long as he stays like this, than he did with the Houston Rockets. So yeah. Let's leave it at that. Where we got number 3. So keep in mind, when we first did the video, I had Bucks at number 1.
You regret that now?
I kind of regret it, but they did move down to number 3 for me, where we got the Bucks. We got them at 22-14 record, and Giannis, man, he's playing at an elite level.
The Greek freak.
He's averaging 29 points a game. What more do you want to say? You got Drew Holiday averaging 15 points. You got Chris Middleton averaging 20 points. You're talking about a high-scoring team. You're talking about great chemistry, a lot of assists from all these players. So yeah. Don't be shocked if the Bucks come back and start dominating and make it to number 1.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, Giannis playing great basketball. He was a back-to-back MVP for a reason, guys. Like, don't count him out. And like, I know Justin forgot to mention, but also I agree with him for saying 76ers at 1 for now, because Joel Embiid is playing as an MVP candidate right now. It's him, LeBron, and Jokic. So, I'm agreeing with him right now. The way the things are going. So
hey, he agrees with me. Let's move on then, where we got number 4, the Boston Celtics. Celtics right now.
No, I'm not disagreeing. It's just
the Celtics right now are 19-17. They got a lot of fighting to do.
They do.
But you got Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, both averaging 24 points a game, which is awesome. It's great to see. You got Kemba Walker averaging 18 points a game. Unfortunately, what I feel like the Celtics need from Kemba Walker is more consistency. Yeah, he's averaging about 18 points a game, but it could be a 30-point game, and it could be a 5-point game, and we don't need that. Kemba Walker right now shooting at a 38% field goal percentage.
No, that Kemba right now, he's
so he has a lot to work on.
Yeah.
But Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown are holding on to the team. They're gluing it together. It's great to see.
Yeah.
But they do need that third person to step up, and I would hope it'd be Kemba Walker.
Yeah.
Which is why I pointed him out. So, Celtics, you got a lot of work to do considering you're what?
Like 19 and like 17?
You're 5 games behind.
Yeah.
So, step it up, man. Step it up, Celtics. Let's move on to number 5. New York Knicks.
The Knicks?
Yeah, the Knicks. You kidding me?
Tell them why.
Well, I'm going to tell you why. Obviously, the leaderboard says so. Right now, they're 19-18. But you got RJ Barrett averaging 16 points a game. So, I think RJ Barrett is that, in this case, that second person to help out Julius Randle. I think he's like, in this case, he's your Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown. In this case, he's your Drew Holiday. In this case, I think he's being a huge asset to the team.
So he's playing like the 6-man role, right? Like, you know what I'm talking about, right? The 6-man.
No.
When you've got a bench player who's like potentially a starter, but yet.
Yes, exactly. Sorry, I haven't. Yeah.
That's comparison.
I've never heard that term. My bad.
What the comparison he's trying to say is he's like the Lou Williams of the team. For those who know who Lou Williams is, he's a great 6-man. So that's what he's trying to say.
Sorry, I haven't heard that term. Thank you.
That's why it's an award, dude. How do you not hear it? They literally have an award for a 6-man of the year.
Dude, I clearly spaced out when that award comes. No, I did not know. Anyway, most importantly though, you got Julius Randle averaging 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 23 points a game, and his field goal percentage is great. He's at almost 50.
That's good.
What more do you want?
And honestly, it's the Knicks. Like, nobody expected the Knicks to be potentially in the playoffs.
And I might be jinxing them by putting them top 5. But anyway, we'll see. That concludes our top 5 Eastern, Western conferences. I think they're pretty obvious. But like I said, we want to go into a little more depth with you guys. Just point out a lot of good things that are happening. Just kind of remind you, or for some of you who don't even really watch basketball but are here to support us, we're kind of teaching you in a way who's leading the NBA right now. And once again, the Knicks are someone we did not expect. So there's also these teams we're not expecting, but we know they're going to make it far this year in the playoffs.
So if you need a team to root for, just go based off the top 5. That
the Lakers, said. What? Obviously the Lakers, guys. Come on.
Yeah. No.
That sums up our NBA segment. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Watch the NBA All-Star game.
Yeah.
The 3-point contest.
Tonight.
All that good stuff.
Tonight.
Team LeBron. LeBron.
We gotta actually hurry up down there.
Yeah, we gotta go get to the press conferences and all that stuff. So we'll be in Atlanta in a bit, guys. Give us like 2 hours.
I think we're running late.
Yeah.
Anyway, just another pointer. We won't be doing our next NBA segment video until the playoffs, just before playoffs, so we can predict the playoffs. Obviously, we're always right. So
it's good. Yeah.
So feel free to watch, and then you can make some expensive wagers.
Yeah.
Anyway, your host, Fast No.
Co-host, Unknown.
And thanks so much for tuning in. Say bye to our fans in Czech Republic.
Bye.
All right, later, guys.